One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a team from the ACC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fakes to grab. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Let's talk for a second about Ball State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some...
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. They get through, and it's blocked. Scoop it up and going the running free. The 30, past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ball State. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bobo. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that, too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me.
The Sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
A little release to the back. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. It's a running room. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Running into the open space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Harmon. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the back. The toss sweep to the right. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Working that wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Firing to the right, complete.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals. Once he got some room, it was over.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
3rd down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tillman. It's a seam wide open. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Red pass, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Big guy smells it. Into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. He's got 98 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Fires to the right. Got his man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off-play action. Buys a little extra time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Flips it out to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Tight end now in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Tillman. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Turning it on. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. On the option. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And they can't make the play on third down.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown, we're still sitting on a 10-point game. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The give out of the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Got enough for the first. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. And the Cardinals are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ball State.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He's got him in the flat. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.